What is going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me today. So, let's get into Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 1. This is going to be a quick recap of everything we know so far from Season 1 and then what we can be expecting in Season 2. Now, of course, in the past, for Season 1, we see Lee Shaw, Keiko, and Bill Randall. We see these characters. They're sort of like the core group of our little Monarch team. We see them checking out the monsters. Slowly, we're learning more and more about them, and of course, how the government plays a role in it as well. Fast forward to the first Godzilla movie, 2014, Godzilla Attack. We see Kate Randall, a survivor of the San Francisco attack, but she's also the daughter of Hiroshi, who is the son of Keiko and Bill Randall, and that is just the begin. Well, not the beginning per se, but it's the start of a whole family drama. Kate eventually travels to Japan where she meets Kitaro, her half brother, and his ex girlfriend May. And they just start be like, "Hey, guess what? This is my dad." It's like, "Yeah, really? Is it your dad or my dad?" But it's like dad nonstop. And I gotta say, you start the show about the monsters, the Godzilla creature monsters, especially the Titans, and then, oh, we're just gonna throw into, the legacy of this particular family. We see a brief description of that. If you ever saw the second Godzilla movie, if you know, you know, with Mothra. And turns out this guy was living a double life, which he kind of was. And, he's also the double life was also a double life because his families never knew what he did, but they also didn't know of each other. So starting off with that, I'm like, what the heck? I mean, okay, I can't think of too many shows that did that, but okay, we're gonna run with this. Two families hiding what you truly do, and your kids are now. Oh yes, I should probably also add at the time, dear old dad is presumed dead, but the kids get together. They find their uncle Lee Shaw, played by Kurt Russell, and they pretty much get a brief history about their family, about the Titans, and the mysterious Titan portal. More on that later. So basically, and the kids, they go off on this journey and whatnot to try and find their father. Cat, by father, of course, I mean the kid's father. Lee, of course, is telling them about all the stuff they did, like back when hit their grandfather or grandmother and everything else. We also see Lee does definitely have a crush on Keiko. So that definitely does complicate things as well in the show. Eventually it's like, eh. But anyway, we get to see Godzilla. We get to see some other Titans as well. And we delve like a bit more into the history of the Titans and the role they kind of play with our world and everything. So it's very interesting. The story is a bit slow. I think they took their time maybe a little bit more than they should have to try and like get on with the what we're all they're doing with how the story's progressing and everything. So it was a bit slow. We also see Monarch as well, and Monarch is tracking them because, of course, in the father's safe that they found old Titan records and whatnot. These records, of course, were from. If any of you saw Kong, there's a brief in the first episode. It's briefly described how that all ties into this as well. So, you got Godzilla, you got Kong reference, you got all these other Titans as well, and they're referencing a big reveal, which is the Titan portal. Which I know I said is gonna be a quick recap, but I want you guys to also go out there and see it as well. Okay, Titan portal is very important as because it transports you into like not the hollow earth per se, but hollow earth kind of like, and time moves very slowly. So when you're down there, time moves normally. I don't know. I'm having a hard time explaining this to y'all, so please forgive me. Moving on, eventually the kids find their grandmother. Everyone goes home happy and whatnot. As I said, hollow earth. When you're down there, moves faster. So by the time they get out, we're on the Titan. I believe it was Kong's Island, and that's the end of pretty much the first season. But now, as we dive into season 2, what do you think we're gonna see? So we are gonna see more of Kong based off the trailer. We're gonna see more of Monarch, and we're gonna see in this first season we saw like other people in the Monarch, not the main Monarch cast. These are like the people below the people we usually see in Monarch, and it's them trying to find the kids, and it's them I feel like we're gonna be dealing with more, especially in the second season. I also think we got a reference to the villains kind of who made Robo Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, and I feel like we're definitely gonna see them because I believe we did see them in the end of season 1 or a reference of the company that they are, and we're gonna see Kong. And this was before Kong's island was flooded, so I think we're gonna see how the island actually flooded. So I think season two is going to explain why Kong's island got lost, why it was flooded, why all the residents and whatnot died, how the little girl he saved survives, and everything else. Definitely, I feel like we're gonna get an explanation of how that happened. I, for one, am looking for some good old Kong battle, battling other Titans and everything. So it's definitely gonna be interesting what season two brings, but I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. And yeah, that is my quick recap of the show Monarch Legacy of Monsters season one. I want to say thank you all so much for listening right now, and let me know what you guys think of this show. Is it good? Did this deserve a season two, or was it like season one and done? Thank you, ma'am. It's all done. We don't need a season two, but we got it. All right. So that's all I got for you guys today. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you later.